What if you could take multiple senior developers and security experts, distill them into a tool, and then have the ability to run that tool against your code every single time that you make changes, and way before they even get to production? Well, you can, but a surprising number of people are not taking advantage of this. In 2020, GitLab surveyed 5,000 IT professionals across different industries and company sizes and found that 60% of developers didn't run any sort of static code testing at all. Now fast forward to 2022, and that number is now only 47%. So that's a really big change in a very short period of time. But is that really a good thing? And is static code testing that important anyway? Or is it just yet another type of security tool that's over-promising and then under-delivering? Well, let's take a look in this episode of Explained in 180 seconds. Static code analysis, also known as static application security testing, or SAST for short, is security testing that looks at code from top to bottom or in pieces and components for security vulnerabilities. It doesn't require a working application. You don't have to compile it or run it in order to run the tests, which means that you can do it super early in the development lifecycle, which is the best time to find bugs. So let's see how this actually works in practice by running a SAST tool and then looking at its results. There are many types of SAST tools out there, but in this video, we'll use a tool named Bearer. Bearer is sponsoring this video, and they created an open source SAST tool that you can use for free, so you can follow along if you'd like, and you can also star this repo to bookmark it. There are a few ways you can install Bearer, but for this, I'll just use the first method, which is the fastest way. Bearer can support multiple languages and frameworks, including Ruby, and a sample application that we can use is RailsGoat, which is a Ruby on Rails application that's purposefully vulnerable. You can also use the OWASP bootshop or really any codebase that you'd like that's supported by the tool. We can clone the codebase with this command, and then right after that, we can run a Bearer scan. Now by default, Bearer runs a SAST scan, but you can also have it run a secret scan, which will look for any hard-coded secrets that are in the code. After the SAST scan is complete, you get a detailed report of anything that was found, which looks a little bit like this. SAST tools can find all sorts of vulnerabilities or issues, such as non-filtered user input, which can lead to SQL injection, path traversal, etc., leakage of sensitive data through cookies, internal loggers, and so on, weak encryption implementations, unencrypted communications of sensitive data, or even hard-coded secrets and tokens. And it can look for those issues every time that you make changes to your codebase. That's really the magic of SAST scans, because we can use them early and regularly in our development lifecycle. And in fact, we can run scans a few different ways depending on your codebase and your organization's requirements. So at the beginning of the video, when I asked, is this large increase in SAST tooling adoption really a good thing? Well, the short answer is absolutely yes. Most organizations should be running SAST. But the long answer is that SAST, just like any other security tool, shouldn't replace learning about application security and continuously trying to write better code, especially because it will never catch every single vulnerability that exists. But it can still be a big help by catching common issues and mistakes that might otherwise slip through. Also, now that we've seen SAST used in action with 47% not using static code analysis, how does that make you feel about the software that you use and run every single day? Personally, it makes me feel kind of weird, but let me know in the comments below what you think and subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.